What happens here only happens here. Hey, how you getting on, folks? You're here with Shawnee from Irishluck. I was born in Ireland, but raised right here in the United States. Now, the world of gambling is filled with characters and stories, and I've got some of the best for you in this video. This is our specially selected list of the world's top gamblers, whether it's poker players or sports bettors. Now, if you're ever looking for, for a few quid, you should ask one of these guys. The most successful gamblers of all time. Tony Bloom, sports betting and poker. There aren't going to be too many people on this list who are actual billionaires. Tony Bloom is one of them. He made his name partly because he's a high-stakes poker player named the Lizard, and he's appeared on Late Night Poker and the World Poker Tour. Bloom also set up Star Lizard, a sports analysis and betting syndicate which has been hugely successful. Through all his gambling and investments, Bloom has earned an incredible 1.3 billion euro. Woo! Bill Benter, horse racing and blackjack. Bill Benter started his gambling career right here in Las Vegas. He has a degree in physics, and his mathematical skills have certainly helped him become successful across multiple different types of gambling. Benter started out as a blackjack player. He actually learned how to count cards, and he made a lot of money here in Las Vegas before he was banned all over town. In 1984, he moved to Hong Kong and began to focus on betting on horse races, and he made a fortune at it. He developed computer software to help predict the results of races and ended up earning almost $1 billion. Edward Thorp, blackjack and baccarat. Edward Thorp is like the godfather of blackjack. He published a book called Beat the Dealer, which proved for the first time that you could use math skills to beat the house edge in blackjack using card counting and mental arithmetic. Thorp was so successful, he started having to wear disguises so casinos wouldn't kick him out when he beat their blackjack table. He was also an expert baccarat player and later turned his attention to Wall Street with some success in the stock market. Billy Walters, sports betting. Billy Walters is the most renowned sports bettor in all of the United States. He started out betting on the 1955 World Series and lost everything. A few years later, he went to Atlantic City where he and his partner won $3.5 million. He later began using computer analysis to predict sports results, starting a 30-year winning streak. In a good year, Walters says that he earns around $60 million. Phil Ivey, poker. Phil Ivey needs no introduction. He's one of the richest and most successful poker players in the world. He has 10 World Series of Poker bracelets and was the youngest player ever to reach that milestone at 38 years of age. He also became known for a technique called edge sorting, where you exploit slight differences on the back of each card to identify them. This helped him win almost 20 million euro playing baccarat in 2012. Ivey was inducted to the Poker Hall of Fame in 2017. Bill Kaplan, blackjack. Kaplan was the founder of the MIT blackjack team, made famous by the blockbuster film 21. In 1979, Kaplan led a team of students who used card counting, ace tracking, and a shuffle technique to win a fortune playing blackjack all around the world. Chris Ferguson, poker. Chris Ferguson, also known as Jesus, is one of the most distinctive-looking and successful professional poker players of all time. He won the World Series of Poker main event in 2000, and he has a net worth of around $80 million. Patrik Antonius, poker. Patrik Antonius is known as the cold-blooded killer. In 2005, he won the 5-diamond WPN no-limit Hold'em tournament for €1 million. Antonius also won an incredible €3.1 million in a single tournament at the Super High Roller Bowl in China. Howard Lederer, poker. Howard Lederer has won 2 World Poker Tour events and 2 World Series of Poker bracelets. He's well known in the world of poker, appearing on Poker After Dark several times and working as a commentator. Zeljko Ranogajec, blackjack, horse racing, and sports betting. Better known as the Joker, Ranogajec is an Australian businessman who's also a prolific and innovative gambler. He started with just a few $100s and turned it into 6 figures. He's been banned by just about every casino in Australia, but not before he won a $7.5 million jackpot playing Keno in 1994. The Joker is worth $610 million. Phil Hellmuth, poker. Also known as the Poker Brat, Phil Hellmuth is the most successful WSOP player of all time with 16 bracelets. His nickname comes from his intense and emotional reactions to bad beats, but it hasn't stopped him from becoming one of the best poker players of all time. Archie Karas, poker. Archie Karas is famous for perhaps the most significant hot streak in all of gambling history. Over 3 years in the early 90s, he turned $10,000 into a $40 million fortune. But all good runs must come to an end, and the Greek of Sin City wound up losing everything once his luck ran out. Chris Moneymaker, poker. Chris Moneymaker made history as the first player to win the WSOP main event after qualifying via an online satellite. He was inducted into the Poker Hall of Fame in 2019, but not before inspiring a whole generation of online poker players. Doyle Brunson, poker. Doyle Brunson is a poker legend. Until his death in 2023, Doyle appeared in every single World Series of Poker since 1970. He won 10 WSOP bracelets, including 2 main event titles. His 1979 book, Super System, is probably the most influential poker book ever published. As you can probably tell, it takes a certain kind of person to make it as a professional gambler. Everyone on our list has that special blend of nerve, intelligence, and not to mention a healthy dash of luck. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time over on Irishluck.ie.